Hey folks, it's Brandon here with another lesson. A couple years ago I made a video about chords and open G tuning, and it's been one of my more popular videos, and what I showed you in that lesson was just a few chords in open G tuning for a blues. So really G7 chords, G major chords, and C and C7 and D7. A few different kind of voicings for those. So I thought I'd make a part 2 lesson for that was less blues oriented and more about some diatonic chords in the key of G major, still using open G tuning. So so mainly what that means is how to play minor chords and maybe a major 7 chord and stuff like that. So our one chord in the key of G is a G major chord, which is just our open strings. I'm going to strum down starting on the 5th string. Not playing the 6th string because G is my root note, and most of our root notes for these chords are going to be on the 5th string. So there's our one chord, and the 2 chord in the key of G is A minor. So our A is right here on the 5th string, 2nd fret, and if I barred right there, that'd be A major. But that's not really what we want. What we want is kind of all those notes we're holding down there, except on the 2nd string, we want to be back a fret. So let me show you this voicing I'm using. I'll show you a couple of different ones actually that I use, but the first one looks like that. And so what I'm doing, middle finger on the 2nd fret, 5th string, 3rd finger, 4th string, 2nd fret, 4th finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and then 1st finger back here on the 2nd string, 1st fret. And that's our 2 chord in the key of G. So we got G major, and then A minor for that shape, and then I'm just going to move that shape up a whole step, 2 frets, up to B minor. And there's our 3 chord, key of G. G major, A minor, B minor, and then if we go up one more fret, switch back to our major shape, just barring straight across, key of C, or a C chord, up a whole step to D, still major, D major, and then I'm going to switch back to that minor chord shape, starting 2nd finger on the 5th string, that same shape. I got to kind of cram these 3 fingers in a bit more, but I'm here on the 9th fret. This is E minor. So we're really just using kind of 2 chord shapes so far. So we've got G major, open strings, A minor, 2nd fret, B minor, 4th fret, C major, 5th fret, D major, 7th fret, E minor, 9th fret, and then the 7th chord in the key of G is a weird little diminished chord. It looks kind of like a bizarre fingering, but it's really not that bad. This is an F sharp diminished chord. My 3rd finger's on the 5th string, 11th fret. 1st finger's on the 4th string, 10th fret. 4th finger, 3rd string, 11th fret, and my 2nd finger down there, 2nd string, 10th fret. And that's our F sharp diminished, and it resolves back to that G chord. You could bar right here, you can do harmonics, and there we have straight up the key of G diatonic chords: G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E minor, F sharp diminished, and G major. So you can probably think of a bunch of songs already that use those kind of chords, you know, and you can kind of strum through, or you can mix those chords up and use it for songwriting. So there's a few chords. Let me show you a different voicing for those minor chords there. If we start back here on A minor, sometimes if I'm playing this, I'm not really playing the first string. So let me show you a different voicing. If I move my third finger down to the third string and my fourth finger down to the first string, now I've got a voicing where I'm playing strings 5, 3, 2, and 1. Still A minor. Sounds a little different. Here's the first one, and here's the second one. So now I can play through playing strings 5, 3, 2, and 1, and we get kind of a different sound. It sounds like this: G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E minor, and then my F sharp diminished chord's a little different. I'm doing 11th fret on those 5th and 3rd strings, and then I'm barring my first finger back here on strings 1 and 2 on the 10th fret, and that resolves up to my G major chord. So yeah, there's a few chords for you. Mess around with them. You know, you can move those shapes all over the place, so you don't have to play in the key of G. You know, you could take this minor chord and move it to any fret, or that diminished chord we learned. So, you know, send me an email if you have any questions, and we will see you next time.